Hello EOMs. Today we are going to look at 10 rules for success in marriage, and we'll be doing this every Monday for motivation. We'll be looking at various topics within motherhood and marriage. And my single extraordinary moms in the making, please do not be perturbed by it. It shows that you will soon become a married woman and you will also become a mother. So that is why you're on this platform, to learn ahead of time. And by the time you become a wife and a mother, you already have it figured out. So today we're going to look at 10 rules for success in marriage. And here, number one, I have a plan. Okay, for you to be successful in marriage as a woman, you must have a plan. Some central idea, as definite a pattern for your life, okay, as possible, and a clearly understood object for the joint project. So whatever project you want to embark on as a married woman and as a mom, you must have a plan. And everyone and every mom here and every married woman here must have a project every year. There must be something that you want to do. It must be a task you want to complete. Put it out on a plan, set a goal, be a goal setter. Whatever you don't have written down will not work out. So whether it's creating a budget for yourself, or planning out a vacation, or planning out a savings plan for your children, everything boils down to having a plan. All right. Number two, remember that sooner or later money is apt to be a cause of friction. Okay, so as you are in marriage now, and those of us that are going to get married, just know that at one point in time at one point in time in your marriage, that money is going to be a cause of friction. So you have to prepare for it ahead of time. You must set up, like I said in the beginning, you must have a plan. So in order for you to avoid that friction, you must be prepared for it and discuss with your spouse on how to avoid most of these frictions that may come up. So do not be worried. Money is always the cause of most frictions in every facet of life, but the way we handle it when it comes will tell how successful we will be. Okay, number three, apportion your time and energy, allowing each to share joint homemaking duties as well as individual responsibilities. Marriage is a two-way thing, but you know one thing about our African settings, most men will not want to help their wives out, and you're like struggling within this thing. How am I going to work it out? For those of us that are single, it's important for you to have what I call a prenup. What is a prenup? You sit with your spouse to be, your partner now, your fiancé, and you discuss these things. All right, you find out his view about what it feels like helping around in the house. Like I always tell men when I talk to them, marriage is a two-way thing. Family, you're being a part of a family, is a two-way thing. It's not one way. Okay, so helping your wife in the kitchen once in a while. Now women, I have to stress it, it's not as though you begin to order the man around in the house. Ask him what he would want to assist you to do. Okay, but if you're having a prenup, those of us that are still single, you talk about these things before you go into marriage. At least it gives you a mirror view of the kind of person you are getting married to, and how you are going to approach these things. Many women are so stressed out because they cannot get the needed help, and their husband, maybe he doesn't even know that you need help, because most of us are super women in quote. And then even when the man wants to help, you say no, you mess it up, let me take care of the children while you go to the market. No, you mess them up, and then you carry them everywhere when the man is there. Listen, men are one kind. If you show them that you can handle it, they won't even bother to offer help. Okay, so always understand that you must be able to allow your spouse to share responsibilities with you. And if it's the kind that will not, you can also talk to him about it gently. Okay, now number four, let neither husband nor wife strive to be the dominating person in the household. You cannot, most times mothers are the ones who wear this hat. Okay, we want to be on top of everything. Sometimes you also allow the man to take control as well, even though women are the ones who run the home. But you cannot be a dominating spouse. It must be your way or the highway. No, you're not supposed to do that in marriage. If, for example, you want the children to go to bed by 8 o'clock, and your husband is saying no, let them stay a little bit to 8:30. You have to be flexible. You don't say no, they must go to bed now, all of you go to bed. No, you're showing your children that you are able to override his authority. Okay, don't be the one that must always have your say. It must always be your way or the highway. Okay, so don't be a dominating person. Number 5, expect to disagree. Okay, it is normal in marriage. For my single extraordinary moms in the making, disagreement is normal in marriage. Two people may hold entirely different views on many subjects and yet respect and care for each other. Okay, it is okay for you to disagree, but it is disagreeing in love, because both of you are in love. I mean, come on. So when you are disagreeing, it's not about raining abuse on one another or arguing unhealthily. So it's important that you disagree. Even our teeth and our tongue, once in a while they cut themselves, doesn't mean they don't live in the same place, which is the mouth. So let's also learn to disagree, respecting each other's views and understanding each other's views. Okay, it's called healthy disagreement. Number 6, be honest. Always be honest in marriage. Women, moms, please try as much as possible to be honest. There's a tendency, especially those of us that husbands don't give money to. Okay, they hardly give you money for you to meet your needs. So sometimes you want a shortcut to get that money, and if something is 10 naira, you say it's 20 naira. Please, it is wrong. It is a sin. It is so wrong. Do not do it. God will take care of that man. Put your knees on the ground and report him to God. And say, Father, why will I be married and my husband will not meet my needs? Or at least give me some kind of stipend. Please do not try to go the other way. Be honest. If something is 10 naira, tell him it is 10 naira. Calculate all you need to get there to purchase it. And please, I know it is tempting not to be, and some of you will be looking at me and raising their eyebrows somehow. But please, it is important that you are honest in marriage, because supposing he finds out, he will never ever trust you again. Those of us that lie about children's school fees, as schools are going to resume soon by the grace of God, please, if you are one of those, change a new leaf. Change a new leaf. One day that man may decide to just go to school, and then it's that the school fees is not the right amount. He will never trust. It could break your home. So let's learn to be honest in marriage. Number 7, be loyal. Keep your differences to yourselves. The less said about your marriage troubles, okay, except between yourselves, the better. The feeling that many young married people have, that they can complain to their parents when things do not go right, is bad for them and brings more serious trouble later on. Please be loyal to your spouse. Don't go around telling everybody, my husband is this, my husband is that. It is not fair. Don't always complain about your marriage to your friends, to your family, unless you are in some kind of domestic abuse or domestic violence. Okay, then you can reach out and cry out and get help. But aside from that, please don't sell your spouse out. That person you're complaining to also has issues. All right, let's learn to be loyal. Number 8, talk things over. Communication is key. When hurt, do not keep it to yourself. Broaden over it. Meet every situation in the open. Troubles that seem momentous quickly vanish when frankly dealt with. Okay, communicate with each other. Talk about it. Don't start carrying face or broadening when the man will touch you in the night, say, please leave me alone, or you go and put on one very tight jeans and then climb the bed. Please, communication is key. It's important that you learn to talk. When you know that the situations have calmed down, you can wake him up in the middle of the night. If he doesn't like being woken up in the middle of the night, look for a perfect time. Okay, tap him and say, please, can we talk about this and that? All right, it's important to talk this over. Number 9, avoid trivial criticism. Grumbling and complaints use up the vital forces of man or woman. Don't criticize him. It doesn't work. Okay, number 10, keep alive the spirit of courtship, that thoughtfulness which existed before marriage. Look for traits in the other that can be admired and praised. You can accomplish much by stimulating self-confidence in your partner. As for the in-laws, as little advice to the newly married couple as possible, preferably, okay, none. Offer as little advice, okay, for if you are going to be an in-law. For my grandmothers here, okay, and those that kids are about to get married, if you're going to give them advice, please offer as little as possible. Do not interfere too much in their home. All right, and I know that by the grace of God, our marriages will be stronger by the day in the name of Jesus. And whatever it is that is an issue in our homes is hereby resolved. Love your spouse, enjoy your home, enjoy your children, be happy. Make your home the way you want it. Relax, smile a little. Thank you all for listening. God bless you. Bye.